Yo, what up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of Bank Black and Nerd Culture, the show where we come at you and give you our recaps of science fiction, superhero, comic book, and pop culture shows and TVs and all that kind of stuff, man. So if you like black people and you like good content, this is the show for you. As always, I'm joined by my host, man, Kevin, Beat the Box Up channel. What's going down, bruh?
What up? What up?
What's
How
up?
you doing today, sir?
I'm chilling, man. I'm blessed and highly favored. Can't
Amen.
complain. Yeah,
Praise him.
praise him, man. Beating the
Amen.
box up, man. That's what you call a double entendre. Uh, because you do your thing, you put it down, you beat the box up. Plus, we is tying into what we're gonna be talking about today, which is the Super Mario Brothers. And Super Mario and Luigi like to beat them boxes up, bro.
It even has sound effects to it too.
Yeah. When they beat the box up, they get little treats and shit, little things pop out.
Can you imagine like beating the box up and just hear the bling
It happens for me. You
bling?
know,
Yo, yeah, I need to be on your medication right there.
a
You need to be
lot of
on your
things.
regiment.
Yeah. A lot of things pop out when I'm beating the box
Yeah,
up.
yeah. So what's going down
Mushroom.
today, man?
Oh man, like I say, we gonna get into the Super Mario Brothers, bruh. Uh,
Right, right.
it was you know, nostalgia is a thing, man. Like our generation, I was reading an article recently that said that our generation is obsessed with nostalgia. Like we love thinking about nostalgic things, back in the 90s when we was coming up, as kids. Uh,
Yeah.
what do you think that's attributed to?
I think it's contributed to the fact that we are the first generation to have access to everything and we've observed. Meaning, like even when we were kids, our parents could like record on the VCR a TV show that we watched and replay it. You could record a song on the radio and replay it. You can go back and watch old concerts. That there wasn't any other generation that's had that since from the beginning. We're the first ones to kind of encounter that. So I think we can tap into that feeling or have been able to stretch out that feeling of being a kid or being in college or in high school longer than the generations before us. So I think that's why we're always kind of like, this is the best and this is what it is. We never really had a time where it's been like a long gap without seeing or taking that you know form of media in.
Yeah, yeah, that recorded memory, yeah, that we could go back to. That was dope. Did you ever get in trouble? Did you ever record over your mama stories, bro?
No, no. My middle sister, recorded over my baby sister's uh, baptism.
Oh,
She was obsessed with Full House,
that's
and
worth it. You got it, dude. We don't need to see that baptism again. We need a little shit.
It was I think it was an episode where Uncle Jesse got married or something, but she was a huge Uncle Jesse fan. And she was like, I'm out of tapes. I can't find anything else. I'm just gonna go with Kelsey's baptism and we'll just go from there.
Dang,
Oh, she was in trouble though, bro. She got in trouble for
that's awesome.
that. Yeah.
Which one was Uncle Jesse? Remind me. Was that John Stamos?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
okay, yeah, that was Uncle Jesse. Okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Joey never got married,
Nah,
right? He
nah,
probably
not that
ended
I
up
know
marrying a beaver or something, one of them stuffed animals they always had just
of.
hanging up their ass. Something was up with him.
Yeah, man. He yeah. Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Nobody wants to play with that uncle.
Yeah. That's the uncle they tell you to stay away from. don't don't leave little Timmy in the room alone with Uncle Joey.
No.
I do that.
From what I remember, Uncle Joey, they stuck Uncle Joey in the basement. There's a reason why.
Bruh, the more you think about it, he was always playing, like I say, with the stuffed animals, singing songs and stuff, luring the kids in there. Dude, it's bruh, don't let me go back and watch Full House and realize that Uncle Joey was on. was luring these kids, bro. That ain't right.
He had all the
Childhood
weapons.
ruined. Child,
Yep.
yeah. The signs were all
Dang.
there.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, anybody who's listening to this that just was like, dog, I was doing just fine until this moment.
Hey, well, that's what this show is about, right? We're gonna go back and we're gonna ruin some childhoods, man. Along 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 with us doing like the modern stuff. Today, obviously, eventually we're gonna get into breaking down the Super Mario Brothers movie, 2023 version. Uh, But on certain days, man, we're gonna do our back in the day segment, man, where we go back and we break down shows and TV movies from our childhood. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So listeners be looking forward to that for sure. That's gonna be pretty cool. And just like finding out Uncle Joy was a pedophile, we might ruin some of your other favorite TV shows and movies.
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Allegedly.
allegedly, for sure. Uh, so what's up, man? You want to hop into this movie?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. I think everybody in the world is familiar with Super Mario Brothers.
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah,
but
absolutely.
now we have the newest version of it, where they're newest movie and newest. I think they're gonna try and start a franchise, of course, with this.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's
But
what they do.
with its first movie in 2023 with Illumination, let's go ahead and see what they got set up for them. So, um, a Super Mario Brothers is based on, or the story of it is a Brooklyn plumber named Mario travels through the Mushroom Kingdom with a princess named Peach and an anthropomorphic mushroom named Toad
Oh, good work.
to
You read that well.
thank you. Hey man, Pearland High School. There we
Yeah,
go.
nice.
They go on a journey to find Mario's brother Luigi to save him from and the world from the ruthless, fire-breathing Koopa named Bowser. You like that? That was pretty good, huh?
Quick synopsis, bro.
Hey man,
Quick
there we go.
synopsis. And that's pretty much what's the plot of this movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Before I get into all of that, I want to ask you a simple question, man. Did you
yeah.
like this movie? So for anybody that's listening to it right now, before we get into any super spoilery things, uh, I just want to ask Kev, if anybody's on the fence, just so you know if you need to go check it out or wait for it to come on a streaming service or not. Did you like it, bro? Did you like it?
Uh, this movie was not for me in the sense of just the age bracket the demographic they were trying to aim it for. I mean, it's a fun movie. Yeah, you're gonna definitely have some fun. It was cool seeing some of the aspects of the games be seen. But when early on you kind of notice, okay, this is for kids and family, which is fine. So yeah,
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head, bro. I would say the same thing, man. We've talked about it. Certain movies and stuff that I can go to the movies, especially when I can go to the theater and I can take my kids, I can take my family. I'm
yeah,
like super dad, you know what I'm saying? Like the kids are like, they're like, oh man, dad took us somewhere fun, so I get brownie points, you know what I'm saying? So I love that, and for that reason, I liked that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It wasn't for us. We two, what, 37-year-old men? Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't for us. So
No, no,
for that reason, this breakdown I hate to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be overly critical of something that we grew up with. We have very fond memories of Mario and everything like that. But yeah, it
yeah,
really
man.
wasn't. It really wasn't for us. But with all that being said, we still gonna break it down. We are
Yeah,
still gonna break it down, man.
got to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I like that quick synopsis. You know, I will say, of all the things that I would say, weren't 100% for us, and me not really feeling it, and you not, kind of saying the same thing. Jack Black was awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jack
But
Black was awesome
in the last couple of projects Jack Black has been in, man, he's been the standout.
because he's Jack Black.
Yeah,
That's what he do. That's
yeah,
what he does. you could tell, just from hearing his voice, like you know it's somebody. You like, dang, you almost, because I didn't know who it was at first when we went into the movie, but as
Uh-huh.
soon as I heard Bowser's voice, I was like, oh no, that's somebody. I can't put my finger on it. But when he started singing and stuff, I was like, that's Jack Black.
Yeah,
That's Jack
yeah,
Black.
yeah.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
He was hitting it, man.
uh,
I had no idea he was gonna have that much soul into Bowser, but yeah, Bowser was
yeah.
doing it. And he had no shame in his game, like to spoiler alert for whatever for his pursuit of the princess. So no shame, man.
Yeah, what you think about that twist? Because I didn't see that coming.
Was
That
not
Bowser would be in love with Princess Peach.
Yeah, was not expecting that. But I enjoyed it, man. It was that's part of the aspect that made it fun. Like I think he knew, like Jack Black was like, regardless of what goes on, I'm just gonna have fun. Like, which is how a lot of us should be. But yeah,
Exactly. I'm with you, bro. I mean, that's what life's all about, right? You're supposed to go to work and just make it fun, even
yeah,
if it ain't. It seemed like I say, I hate to kind of shit on the movie, but it seemed like Jack Black was the only one that took that attitude towards the movie. It seemed like everybody else had recorded their parts, like came in and did like separate takes, and just was kind of
hmm
going off and making sure that everything fit into scenes. But Jack Black was the only one that was able to come in and kind of look at the story as a whole and put his own kind of take on it. I have no idea if that was actually the case or not, but man, everybody else just seemed like they phoned it in, but Jack Black was really truly just having some fun with it.
yeah, yeah. I think he probably got the call and said, "You're gonna be Bowser." He was like, "Yes, cool." Like, let's do it. Versus, I think everybody else was kind of like, "Okay, that's my next docket. That's the next thing I'm gonna promote. That's the next thing that I'm gonna do."
Yeah.
So, but what did you think about, before we get into Mario, what did you think about Princess Peach? Any takeaways from her?
Um, Man, I thought the animation and stuff was really cool. Like I say, watching it with kids, man, they really got a kick out of it. They really got a kick out of seeing the princess on tape. It looked like they gave her collagen like lip injections or something. She looked like a straight out of LA chick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it it's the Hollywood thing right now, man. That's popular. Like growing up playing Mario, bro, it's like the thing was always saving the princess. Like as Mario, you got to save the princess. But right now, I'm not knocking it. Obviously, man. I got two daughters. I got a wife that she don't take no shit from me. You know what I'm saying? She is a strong female woman, so I appreciate
Hey,
strong female leads.
there you
But
go.
that's the Hollywood thing right
Get
now,
them
bro.
points. Get them
Yeah,
points
yeah,
in.
yeah. She ain't gonna listen to this. Uh, she, I would just be honest. She ain't gonna listen to this. I ain't trying to get no points with her. Uh, but it's just the facts, man. I ain't knocking like strong female lead. So it was a different twist on it, obviously, having Princess Peach be a badass and her run through the obstacle course and trying, kind of training Mario. Uh,
Yeah,
and they at the end they did kind of have a sense of Mario having to save her kind of at the tail end. But for the most part, she held her own, and I wasn't mad at that. It was cool. It was
no,
different.
yeah, I definitely agree. There's a little bit of a twist with her being already established and kind of running things. Like, everybody in the Mushroom Kingdom is kind of like, she's our hero, she's our warrior. Anybody else is kind of like, what's the need of them? What's the purpose of anybody else coming in to try and fill that gap? So,
I
but
mean, it was kind of weird though, right? Like they kind of established that she's a human, you know. Uh,
uh-huh.
it's just so based off of what how the movie went when Mario and Luigi got stuck into the pipes. Uh, Incidentally trying to save Brooklyn, uh, which was kind of weird. Keep in mind, at no point during the movie did they actually do what needed to be done to save Brooklyn. You know, they had the issue with the water and everything, and then when they went into the pipes to try to fix it, they did not. And even when they came back, they never did fix the problem. The problem was already fixed. So anyway, we'll get into that later. But
Yeah,
uh, when they made it into the world wherever Peach was, I don't remember what it was called, Super Mario World or whatever,
Mushroom
uh,
Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom. Uh, they acknowledged the fact that hey, you're like me, you're another human. So they established okay, they're both humans, but how the hell did she get there? They said that she got there as a baby. So essentially, this is a missing kid. I mean, right? Who are her
Yeah,
parents? They
yeah.
never established any of this. I mean, this is a straight up missing person. That these weak ass mushrooms have just elected their their princess. That's weird.
Hey man, we do that here. I'm not saying we kidnap some people like in our world, but what I'm saying is look
Yeah,
at
explain
Beyonce.
yourself.
Look at Beyonce. She's a beautiful woman, and our world just idolizes her. They just threw her up on this pedestal. She was like, I'm just a human being. Whatever. Threw me up on this pedestal. We're all mushrooms. So I don't know uh, what all that happens, but yeah, in the movie, I was not thinking, oh man, this is a missing child. I was more like, okay, that's something that will probably pop up later on in things. So
And they did not. They just brushed over it. Like, yeah, some families extremely sad that their baby fell into a sewer and it's just gone forever. But now they just completely brush over that. Like, oh yeah, it's another human. Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Like no, like, oh my God, I've been trapped here with mushrooms my entire life. Here's another human that could possibly get me back to where I came from. No, nothing about that, bro. It's just like, oh,
Yeah,
hey, Mario, you want to come with me? Cool,
yeah,
let's
yeah, exactly.
train on this obstacle course.
Yeah, man. That's when you're on shrooms in Shroomland, I guess that's just how it goes.
this this yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
You bring up a good point. They're all high as shit,
yeah.
which is
So,
why care?
yeah. Well, if you're talking about these mushroom people, what do you think about the character Toad? Any takeaways from him?
He's a gangster, bro. He's a G out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? He the only one that
Okay.
stepped up to the plate and said, "Look, I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna protect you, princess." He
Uh-huh.
deserved he deserved some peach, bro. He deserved some of that peach. And we gonna be real, you know.
Yeah.
Then how many? I mean, this a whole planet of mushrooms, right? So we can assume there's thousands, millions, possibly of these other mushrooms, bro. All pussy. None of them willing to step up to the plate except for that one toad. So
Yeah.
nah, yeah, he deserves some peach, bro.
Yeah. I don't have any bad or good things to say about Toad. Toad is Toad, man. But I do like your point of him just kind of being like, yeah, he was the one that stepped up to the plate. I don't think that got recognized enough. I don't think they gave him
Right?
his comeuppance about that. No one gave him a dap. No one said, all right, Toad, like, good job or good, appreciate you. None of that. They just kind of
Yeah,
like, yeah, all right, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
I,
lump him in with the rest of them.
yeah. I mean, he just he saw Mario, was like, who are you? Cool. Let's go over here.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He's ready.
Toad deserve a little bit more praise, man. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, obviously, man, there's a lot of things that we can criticize about this movie, but I'm trying to look at it through the lens of a child that likes to see bright colors and moving things across the
Yeah.
screen. A
Yeah.
video game literally come to life. Now, this
Yeah.
is this is a cool video game adaptation, but
It is.
let's not pretend like the best video game adaptation didn't just come out earlier this year. The Last of Us, talking about mushrooms. Oh my God,
Oh, very true.
that's a whole nother breakdown, and I would love to do a whole separate video on that. But
Yeah.
as far as video game adaptations go, this movie don't hold. They can't hold the Last of Us jockstrap, bro. Last of Us knocked it out the park.
Yeah, they did. I agree. Um, yes, so speaking of the other game that I was kind of surprised at, not surprised, but was looking forward to seeing was Donkey Kong. He was in this movie.
Seth Rogen.
Voice best
Westbrook.
voiced by Seth Rogen. I think it matched up pretty well. Um,
That was some
I
humor.
have, yeah, I had fun with that character. I wasn't expecting them to be like the kart country. I wasn't expecting them to be the go-kart country. The other thing was I was hoping was that we'd get some Donkey Kong country music, man. Because I'm sorry, when I was younger and the Super Nintendo came on and you heard that doom 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 doom, come in, I man, that beat still gets me in the
Yeah,
feels,
you
man.
make a good point. Another one of the major highlights from the movie is the music. What was the music, and that's attributed to the fact that throughout the years, uh, with these game franchises, specifically the Super Mario World and Donkey Kong World, like you say, man, the music was amazing. These are some
Yeah.
iconic tunes that yeah, you definitely remember from your childhood.
Uh, if you were to hear that, even the whenever they have the present like the first brand of like whatever it was that created, it was like da 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 da. I'm like, man, I'm ready. I know no one else knows what I'm talking about, but man, if you can get into my head right now, you're like, I'm with
Man,
you.
yeah. Leave a comment if you listen to this. What was your favorite video game tune? Sonic has some amazing ones. Mario obviously has some man. Da-da-da-da-da-da,
Oh yeah.
da-da-da-da. I mean, bro, what's crazy about it, man? I saw a TikTok recently where it was saying, we love this music and we recognize the music. These were all samples. These were all taken from like legit like jazz music and
Oh
established
yeah,
music, and
yeah.
they flipped it
Yeah,
and sampled it into the games.
I've heard that. I heard that. That makes sense, man. Um,
They picked some good ones.
I did. Let's get into the brothers, man. What you think about Luigi?
Pussy. Damn, my bad. This is gonna get demonetized. But that's what you like. I,
Well,
go ahead.
well,
What?
he in the video game world, he has his own kind of franchise based off of Luigi's Mansion, Haunted Mansion. So part of him being a bit of a scaredy cat is his characteristics in the video games. So
Yeah,
I think they're trying to feed into that, and that they actually kind of had like an Easter egg, to kind of showcase that a little bit. I did want more of him, man. I like Charlie Day. I thought he did a pretty good job. I like most of the stuff that he does. From from Always Sunny to um, what was that movie he was with Ice Cube? Fight Night. Man, he's good, man.
yeah,
Or
that was a good one.
or,
That was
or
funny.
School Fight, whatever it was. Yeah,
Horrible Bosses was good too.
yeah, man. Yeah, Charlie Day is the truth, man.
Bro, Charlie Day is awesome. Charlie Day is
Yeah,
awesome. And then, if we're gonna get into this, if we're gonna get into the characters, like I said earlier, Jack Black was amazing. But uh, Charlie Day and bro, so disappointingly, Chris Pratt, they phoned it in, dog. Like I was expecting amazing performances from both of those guys, because I'm with you. I love the work that Charlie Day does. I love the work that
yeah,
Chris Pratt does. But dude, you could have just got a regular ass voice actor for the performance that they did. I didn't think
yeah,
nothing special whatsoever. I
yeah,
mean, I know
yeah,
some people were upset that they didn't get like legit Italian people. Like they wanted like even like the original actors from the '90s Mario Brothers to
yeah,
come back
yeah.
and reprise their role. But then that's that stuff. Uh, I don't know, but we could talk about that a little bit. I don't. How do you feel? Do you feel like when you play characters or when you have characters, they need to be the race or the ethnicity of the characters that they're portraying, even if it's like animated characters? You think that's important? Because it was the same
No,
thing with Big Mouth,
no.
right? The chick that was playing the Missy, the little black girl, was
It's the
Jenny Slate,
yeah, yeah.
and she stepped off the role because she wasn't black and she was getting backlash for it. Do you think that they need to be the same race?
No, it just really depends on what you're trying to build, like how authentic you're trying to be. And if you think that someone of the same race would build onto the story and build into the character. It seems like what they were doing, where they were not trying to build into that. That's not what their goal was. Their goal was to make a movie that was colorful and fun and entertaining, and they did that. I think Charlie Day would have done more had he had more to do in the movie. And I think Chris Pratt may have had more, but I don't know if they edit things. And because Chris has already proven himself to be a good voice actor because of the Lego movie, like the whole franchise Lego movie,
Right?
he was the soul of that, the heart of that movie, I should say.
Which makes it that much more disappointing because it's like he could do it. Lego Movie was amazing,
Yeah.
so you expect that type of performance, but you didn't get it.
I think that's what was overall disappointing in that. It's not that the writing was off or well, we'll get into I guess we'll get into the story there, but um the Lego movie is a very childish, it's a family colorful entertaining movie, but I just had like way more fun with it. And the story was, if you compare the two stories, the it's easier for me to comprehend or take in Mario's brother's story just because I've already played the games and it made no sense. So whatever you put in is going to make better sense than what I was playing, right? And with Legos, there was no kind of action or other, and they just kind of blew this stuff out of proportion. Like, it's a whole like inside world Toy Story kind of thing, and I was really able to accept that better. But I I think that's what was the like I said, the most disappointing was I thought I was going to get something like the Lego movie, and I don't get that. I get something closer to the Minions, which is acceptable because it's all made by the same company. Or Mario is made by the same company as the
Yeah,
Minions.
yeah. I mean, bro, you bring up the Lego Movie, which was amazing. Even the Minions, all that. Going back to the Despicable Me, those movies, even though yeah, they're child movies, they're kid movies, right? But they have a cohesive story. They have lore. They have backstories. They go back and they tell a very cohesive story that makes you want to be drawn into the story and make you want more. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
this
You,
Mario
you
movie did not, bruh.
yeah,
And you would expect after what 30, damn near 40 years, you would watch this movie, especially in 2023 when you know that you can get epic storytelling and great writers and all of this. Give me some backstory, give me some lore, give me something that tells me the story. Okay, what is Mario's origins? What's Peach's origins? What's Bowser's origins? You know what I'm saying? Like, compel me, give me backstory, give me something that tells me why should I care that y'all trying to make a franchise out of this thing.
yeah.
I don't want to just continue to go watch colorful things move around the screen. You know,
But
I need to know what's up.
true. I think that you watch Game of Thrones and you're expecting it could have been like a little kid Game of Thrones because everybody has their own little kingdom and it could have been stretched out of this lineage of the mushrooms, lineage of the Koopas, lineage of the little penguin people,
Yeah,
lineage of that. Yeah, that'd have been cool to see, but yeah, no, that's
it
not
seemed like at
what
the
we get.
beginning of the movie, they were kind of. It
Yeah,
looked like they, wanted to do something like. And I was all down for it, bro. I'm in my seat. I'm like, oh hell yeah, this about to be crazy. This is about to be good. This is about to be something that I want. Uh,
yeah,
yeah, it just kind of fizzled out, you know. Uh,
yeah.
which I did get a kick out of. Speaking of the beginning of the movie, of when Bowser was trying to explain to the little turtles that his plan to get Princess Peach to fall in love with him, and one of the turtles spoke up and was like, "What if she doesn't love you back?" He immediately set that fool on fire. I I audibly laughed in the theater when I saw that, man. I looked at the kids to see if they were laughing. So
I can't.
that's probably the most fun I had with the movie.
I can't even remember what I laughed about in the movie. What made me laugh. All I can remember is that what I liked was whenever they're doing the training aspect and they were kind of moving like Mario, like the video game, like side scrolling.
Yeah,
Even when they did it initially, whenever they're trying to get to their first client in the movie, that's what I was like, okay, this is the part of the movie I'm liking. This is cool. This is what my child mind was thinking Mario was doing when I was just looking at squares and pegs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's where my imagination was going. So that was cool. Um,
It was kind of
but
weird that of course, they try to bring how mushrooms are incorporated with it, right? The fact that he don't like mushrooms, don't like
yeah,
to
yeah,
eat mushrooms. It was
yeah.
kind
That was weird. I wasn't expecting that either. But I was like, okay, you gotta throw some things that's gonna be different anyway. You can't give everybody you expect give everybody what they already expect or think is gonna happen.
of, yeah, yeah,
Overall, like I think, like you're saying, it's just there wasn't enough meat in the story. It was very uh to the point. Like it was just like, okay, here's your characters, and here's your bad guy. We're moving, and the end. But
yeah.
that's fine for kids, man. It's fine for a family. I mean, honestly, I fell asleep in there at one point. My wife fell asleep at one point. So
You be falling asleep in movies now. I think that's more of an issue of either you getting old or you really just need to get something checked out. Like you have narcolepsy. It'd be stuff that you be really looking forward to watching and you just be knocked out. that's a that's a you thing.
it's not a me thing. I'm not. Hey, leave in the comments or if you just happen to watch something that you're enjoying, and you're in such a comfortable mood that you may doze off.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. I'm with you, man. The stakes were a little low for me as well. It just had never at any point in the movie did I feel like, okay, these characters are actually in like real danger. You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah,
always felt like at some point they gonna figure it out.
yeah. And
It
and
Go
And to
ahead.
me, if you're not going to have like high stakes, then it should be high laughter. Like it should be so funny where you don't think about that. So like comparing it to the Lego Batman movie, I don't think there was every point where I was kind of like, oh my goodness, this is high stakes. Even the climax of it where everybody has a stack going together, like make a stack like a person bridge, that wasn't anything, but it was funny, man. Like I'm laughing the whole time. Everything I'm enjoying just because it's funny. Every scene is like some ridiculous joke. But for this one, it's missing that stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. Um, let's take a break. You want to take a break, man, and then we'll come back and we'll give our bank deposit ranking, man, where we give it uh, a few stacks, man. 0 stacks, meaning that man, this movie didn't deserve any of my money, and 5 stacks being like, yeah, this is I would
Take
definitely pay five stacks to
yeah,
to to
take
see this movie.
take all my money.
Take my money, take my money. So yeah, let's take a break. We'll come right back with the conclusion and our bank deposit ranking.
Sounds good.
All right, and we're back. We're back. How was your break, brother?
It was good, man.
What did you do?
Dropped like it's hot. That bathroom, boy.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Blew it up. I had to pull my kids off each other real quick. Incidentally, they said I asked them what they thought about this movie, and they said they loved it unequivocally.
Good. I'm glad. Glad that, man.
At least someone
Always a good
did.
time. Yeah. That's what it's for.
Yeah, bro.
Not for me though.
Not for me. Yeah, that's the thing. When you go to these movies as a parent, like it needs to be enjoyable for the parent too. I love those little innuendos and the things that like the parent humor that the kids may not be able to pick up on, but the parents definitely do.
Yeah.
I love it when they do. I know some parents, they get all uptight and shit, and be like, "Oh my god, you shouldn't put this in a kids movie." But the kids ain't supposed to understand the little those little kind of jokes. It's for us,
Yeah.
Just I appreciate it, laugh.
In the way like we talked about earlier about nostalgia and the fact that we can go back and rewatch things, it gives you not only does it help you with like the box office and getting more people to go and watch it and enjoy it, because if you're a parent, you'll say to another parent, especially with all the streaming, is it worth going to the theater or not? And
Yeah,
you'll say to a parent, no, you can just watch something or you can just wait And the child will, child will wait and watch whatever they watch over and over again. Versus if it's something that a parent may be able to enjoy, they'll go too. They'll be like, tell their friends, their parents, friends, will be like, hey, it's a good movie to check out. You'll enjoy it as well with the kids.
Facts.
And then when the kids get older, they have the rewatch ability because there's things in there that they weren't aware of when they were
Exactly.
younger.
Exactly. And it's enjoyable all over again.
Right.
You know. So yeah, I love going back and watching some of the older Disney movies and stuff that I watched as a kid and picking up on some of those things. It's still enjoyable for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Even cartoon TV shows like Animaniacs and Tiny Toons and
Oh, they were notorious.
yeah, yeah. If you go back and you watch, you're like, dang, I can't believe they got away with that joke. Or they
Yeah.
might have drew something in there. You like, what? You know. So
I'm with it, bruh. I'm
yeah,
with it, man. So with this movie, man, we kind of established that Jack Black was the absolute GOAT. He did his thing as only Jack Black can. He brought it. Everybody else kind of phoned it in. Unfortunately, Charlie Day, Chris Pratt, uh,
and the Taylor
who was it?
Joy.
Anya Taylor. There you go. I was going to actually voice the Peach. Just nothing special about their performances, unfortunately. We also established that there wasn't really too many stakes that we were on the edge of our seat about. But look, it was a fun watch for the kids. The kids enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, definitely.
Whatever. So we can start getting into the conclusion, man. The conclusion of the movie again. Not super high stakes. Um, let's talk about what actually did happen at the end of this movie. I mean, towards the end, I was just kind of like, they had the very emotional. I don't even know if you could call it emotional, but what was that character, the little star character that was having the existential crisis while he was trapped in the cage?
You know what? I don't know what he was. I'm not. I didn't play enough Mario to catch that Easter egg or catch who that character is. But he's the one takeaway that if you rewatch that as a child, you're gonna be like, dang, like this little dude was dark.
Yeah, very dark. Kind of funny, but kind of also like, damn, like this is even for an adult. It's like bro, when they were releasing him down into the lava and stuff, it was finally mercy, like the sweet release of death. It's like, damn, bro, that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
wild for a kids movie.
Did you stay for the after credits?
I stayed. I heard it was two. I stayed for one. So
Yeah,
what happened at the other one?
I man, he came in there and said some stuff. I was like, it was darker. It was darker than anything he said. Basically, he was like, "You're all gonna go into the empty void of darkness." At one point, like
Damn,
it was, I was like, "What?"
damn,
Audibly,
yeah,
audibly, I said, "What?" In the theater. I was like, "That's just, yeah, that's not." I mean, it's funny, but it's just also like, man,
yeah. So for us as 37-year-old men, you know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of like, we get it, we know, but to bring up death in such a way for a kid, that was just what my mind gravitated to. I was like, yo, my kids are watching this, bro. Even though like it's a cute character, like sweet voice and everything like that, but just bringing up like so blatantly, like I don't know if I like this. I don't want them questions on the way home. Like we watch Soul, so whatever like there's deaths in the family, my daughters they just refer to it as like, oh, so and so, grandma went to the great beyond. I can deal with that. That's
yeah,
fine. Like that's an easy way to kind of ease into like that conversation. But this dude here is just like, you know, we're all gonna die.
yeah.
Like,
You really feel like the other characters in the cages every time he comes on. You can relate. That's the most you can relate with is the characters in the cages when he comes on and he says something. Everybody, if as an adult, was feeling the same way as
yeah,
the little penguin people and Luigi. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, man. So that was kind of wild.
yeah,
Uh, the way that they concluded this movie, man, the way that they capped it off was them. So, the bomb went off, we are familiar with the bomb playing the game and everything like that. Uh, but
Yeah.
the same way that Mario and Luigi ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom world, he sent it back through the pipes, which he knew he got there through the pipes.
Uh,
This nigga sent the bomb through the pipe. He could have pulled the Batman, bro. He could have sent it out over the water or something like that. But you're like, nah, you know what? Not only did I not save Brooklyn initially from stopping the flood, but I'm gonna send a bomb back to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
and they get there and the city's just wrecked. And at the end of the movie, they got a newspaper talking about Mario Brothers saved it. No, they didn't save shit. They caused it. They right? Am I wrong? Like, how did
No,
they save anything?
it was Bowser. He sent off the bomb because old girl Peach rejected him. So it's Bowser's fault. And yeah,
Bowser didn't send the shit to New York. Mario did.
yeah, yeah, I agree. How do you say that? I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just wild. Like, how is he getting
Well,
praised for
you ever
it's a movie. It's a movie, right?
you ever did something and then like you didn't get blamed for and you just kind of be like, yeah, it was that kid, wasn't me.
Yeah,
And you just took one. You like everybody gets one. That's his one.
that's just one. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
came back, destroyed the city, and came out the hero. Like
He got away with
maybe
one.
maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe it's like you know
Looked
saying
pretty
how
straightforward to me. Like the nigga knew through the pipes is from hence I came. I
yeah.
listened to bomb through. That's all. Anyway, anyway.
Maybe that was his plan the whole time. Maybe he knew I'm gonna do destroy this city, make them appreciate me, and blame it on this big turtle.
Yeah, hey, he was catching a lot of shit from his family, from his old boss, Spike. He wasn't getting a lot of love in New York
No,
where he was from.
yeah,
So yeah, you're right. Maybe he was like, I'll show them.
yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
even at the end, his dad came up to him and said, "I'm proud of you, son."
Wow, he pulled the okey doke. He
Yeah.
definitely pulled the okey doke. They get the star power once they arrive back in a completely obliterated New York caused by Mario.
Mhm.
Uh, what did you think about the whole star power scene?
Uh, you
Nostalgic.
know, yeah, it's nostalgia. It's always cool to have to kind of see that, um, you were chasing that so hard when you were a kid in a game, man, and it felt like you had that thing for 10 seconds, but I think that you're supposed to have like 30 seconds, something like that. But
It always
maybe
seemed like
30.
it went by too fast.
Yeah. By the time I made it to like two um, obstacles, I'm like, please don't die. Please don't, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Don't
So
don't don't put me back to my normal self in a messed up position. Like, let me get
yeah,
through all obstacles first. What would
yeah.
you do if you had star power in real life, bro?
I would never be late for work again.
I don't think that's true. Yeah, I think you still find a way to be like, damn. So wait a minute, what you're saying? I'm just assuming with your star power, you would just move traffic, just knock through all the people. It sounds like you're on the same level of Mario, of not giving any regard for any other human life. You're just like,
I'm not saying I'm gonna throw a
I
bomb down a pipe and like
that's
blow up everybody to get some of my nerves. So just and then try and get some respect after that. All I'm saying is I don't know what else you can do in 30 seconds with this thing that's gonna do any other benefit. Like maybe you could take it and if you're a basketball player and you can dunk on somebody, dunk on LeBron. That'd be great for 30 seconds.
that would be cool.
But what do you do? Like there's nothing else
I'm
you
robbing a
could
bank.
do.
I'm robbing a bank for sure. They gonna
You
stop
got
me.
30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to grab money and then try and get out the door.
How much time you need? I mean, yeah, I take the star right before I walk in.
I watched that
Obviously.
off way too many times. I don't want to be Queen Latifah, man.
Nobody wants to be Queen Latifah and set it off,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. She has probably like top three of black movie deaths.
Yeah, right there with Alonzo and Training Day, bruh. It's
Well, Denzel has two.
what's the second?
Get your hand out of my pocket.
Ah, yeah.
We gotta do a countdown on that one.
Top five Denzel movies.
Top five black movies, death scenes.
I got you. I got you. Oh, and
Leave.
can we please do some Bollywood ones, bro? Those death scenes be outrageous.
I gotta check them out, man. I gotta check them out.
Oh man, yeah,
I gotta check
yo,
them out.
anybody listening, please comment below, man. Y'all's Bollywood death scenes. People, if you've seen those clips, then you know what I'm talking about. They make Fast and Furious movies look normal. Like
Oh,
it's
I think I
yeah,
know which one you're talking about. I've seen
yeah,
little clips of. I've never seen them in depth, but I've seen like the action movies, and I'm like, this is
it's
a whole
wild.
nother level. Yeah,
It's
but
wild.
so with the star, you'd rob a bank, and then I would just be to work on time
And dunking on LeBron.
and dunking on LeBron at least one
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It's a waste of a star.
What do you do for 30 seconds, man? I just don't know.
uh, I could get done in 30 seconds. That's my wife. Uh, and with that, let's go ahead and give our bank deposit score, man. So our bank deposit score, as I said, man, we're gonna rank it for all the movies, and we're gonna keep a running tally of our rankings so we can go back and refer to it. Uh, Zero, as I say, being the lowest score. Uh, saying no, I would not give any money towards seeing this movie ever again. Five stacks being, yeah, bro. Take all my money, take all five stacks, because this is a banger. So, Kev, what's your bank deposit score for
I'm
Super
gonna
Mario?
deposit two stacks into the bank, man. To the bank rating. Two stacks.
Two stacks?
Yeah,
Two
I mean,
stacks.
it did what it's supposed to do. I mean, it wasn't an awful movie. If they did something else, I'd return to watch it just for interest to see what it is. I know it's not for me, but it's still for someone. So, and they didn't disappoint for you know what the kids are looking for. So yeah, two stacks. What about you?
Man, just because of the fact that we brought up movies such as the Lego movie and
Yeah.
you know other animated classics that you can watch and get some type of value out of it even as an adult. Um, if none of those other movies existed and this was just a standalone film, I would rank it higher, man. But just knowing how badly they missed the mark, man, how badly Chris Pratt didn't show up, how badly Charlie Day didn't show up, how badly Anya Taylor Joy didn't show up, I can't give this anything higher than 1.5 stacks, man. I got to give it 1.5 stacks. Um, I'm a kid movie connoisseur. I
Right.
watch kid movies.
Right.
I stack up kid movies and have kid things just like Uncle Joey, bro. You know what I'm saying? But for different reasons. See, I got my own kids.
Right.
I ain't trying to lure other people's kids in. So now 1.5 stacks for me. Um, so yeah,
Completely can see why, man.
what would
And
that
that
what would that be? What's the average score? With you giving it two and me giving it 1.5. I never claimed to be a mathematician here.
oh no.
So that gives us an average ranking of 1.75 stacks for
One
this
point.
movie between us two.
All right.
1.75 stacks, man,
Yeah.
for the Super Mario Brother movie. Uh, this was fun, man. This was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun. So,
Uh,
look, if you listen to this, obviously at this point, man, we really appreciate you being here. We'll tell you that you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, all that. Anywhere you can get your podcast. YouTube. We'll be on YouTube every week. So please subscribe. And whatever platform that you're listening to us on, please hit the notification bell so that you can get updated when we drop stuff. We'll try to drop stuff weekly anytime a new franchise comes out. Obviously, Marvel, we got the Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out, so definitely be on the lookout for our quick reaction video and our breakdown video of that. Just any and everything, man, that has to do with the superhero genre, the comic book, sci-fi, all of that. You'll know that Bank, the Black and Nerd culture, is going to be breaking it down, man. So definitely hit that notification bell
Sir.
to be updated on it. We are going to be setting up a Patreon pretty soon. Meaning that, if you like what we got going on, you will be able to support us financially because look, we need some help. If you want us to keep putting out these things, it has to be some legitimacy for our wives to see, like, okay, people actually rocking with y'all. Y'all make some money off this thing. So we will give you your space to do your thing. I will tell y'all, being black is hard, but being married is harder. All right. So we need something to help us be able to do what we like to do and be able to put this content out for y'all, man. So uh, without further ado, Kev, you got anything to tell the people before we get out of here, brother?
Hey, follow us on Instagram, Bank, man.
Absolutely. What is the official Instagram? I don't even remember. It's something to do with bank. I think it's Black Comic Nerds on Instagram. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll try to put a link on the YouTube video, man. But yeah, follow us on Instagram for sure. That's the only places you can find Kevin. Kevin's like Ron Swanson. He want to be off the grid so bad. Want to be found.
Don't be this Ron like that. He's a great person to look up to, man.
Absolutely, I love Ron Swanson, bro.
Yeah.
I love Ron Swanson, man. Y'all can follow me at it's Tricky Comedy and obviously on the Black Comic Nerds as well, man. So yeah, we appreciate y'all being here and we will come at y'all next time with the Guardians of the Galaxy breakdown.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace and love.